Hi everyone, welcome to Cola Teaches Math. So I love a good rate in, rate out problem. My kids, maybe you'll agree with me or disagree. So we're just gonna go over in general how I attack these questions. I think this is a really good thing to memorize for the AP in 3 weeks. So look at what we have here. I'm telling you that the initial amount of something is 100. I'm telling you that the rate in function is gonna be defined as E of t, and then rate out is going to be L of t. My advice to you is in our class, we always put rate in Y1 on the calculator, rate out in Y2. So if I want to know the amount that's entering, you're going to integrate rate in only from A to B. I do not care about the initial amount in the amusement park or in the school. If I want to know how many kids are leaving the school, we're going to integrate rate out from A to B. If I want to know the amount at any time, so at 2 p.m., how many kids are in the school? So if you want the amount at any time, that's when you have to do the initial amount plus the integral of rate in minus rate out. This is the only one that you account for the initial condition is number 3. If I want to know if the amount is increasing or decreasing, you need to do rate in at that number minus rate out at that number. If it's greater than 0, the amount is increasing. If it's less than 0, the amount is decreasing. If I want to know if the rate is increasing or decreasing, then we're going to do E prime, rate in derivative at that number, minus rate out derivative at that number. If it's greater than 0, rate is increasing. If it's less than 0, rate is decreasing. Now, if I want to find the absolute maximum or minimum, there's a lot of work involved here. So we're going to set up a t-chart here. And the format of the t-chart is always the same. On the left side, T is going to be your endpoints, EP, and your critical points. You're going to want to state on the day of the AP how you found your critical points. And you're going to find your critical points by setting rate in equal to rate out in your calculator and figuring out where they intersect. So you just want to write down critical point E of t minus, you can write E of t minus L of t equals 0, but in our class we would always write this. And now the top of your t-chart is always going to be initial amount plus the integral of rate in. So depending on where the integral starts at, so I'm going to just assume for this question, we're going to start at 0, and we're going to go up to t, and I like to change the variable. Remember, in my class, guys, we change the variable because our goal is to figure out the time, which is a constant, and we're functions of x, which is a variable. So that's why you have to change it. And then all you're going to do is replace the purple t with these values that you get here from your calculator. Done.